Hey, this is the Esee 3 knife review. This knife, unlike the last one, is still intact. And you would think that would be the case with Esee, because the reason I got this knife is because mainly I wanted a companion style knife that was apparently indestructible, like Esee sort of claims their gear to be. And sure enough, this knife survived, and the one I was testing on the same day did not. So I don't know what that says about me or the company. I did the exact same things to both of these knives. And this is also a thin sort of camp style knife, so it's not for ultra heavy duty use. I did do some chopping, no, not some chopping, I didn't chop with this knife, it's too small. I did some light batoning, I did some carving, and I did a little bit of slicing with it, just for some initial testing. In the slicing, it's very good slice. It's a nice thin grind, nice thin stock, about as thin as, actually it's thinner than the Buck Compadre, which yeah, didn't last so long. So it did really well just slicing up some cucumber. You could get some nice thin slices pretty effortlessly. It split a log. The only time you'd ever split with this sort of knife is to split small sticks into kindling sticks, which is a completely acceptable use of a knife in my opinion. In fact, it's almost too fine a job for a hatchet. There you go. So it did that absolutely fine, and then it carved absolutely fine as well. The powder coating, it's actually started to come off a bit after only splitting a couple of logs. Not that I'm fussed, I think that's completely fine. Powder coating coming off adds character to a knife, and you can't expect powder coating to survive. It just won't. So it's good for them to store their knives in and to keep them in and sell them in, but not a problem at all with that coming off. The handle is linen micarta. Very nice handle material. When you grip the knife and your hands get sweaty, you sort of leave darkness on the handle, which then goes. It's kind of cool. It sort of wears and changes as you use it. I quite like it as a handle material. You can unscrew the handles where it's skeletonized, and it does come with this rather nice plastic sheath, which comes with the Esee type belt clip. So the belt clip is a way of attaching it to either pants or a pocket, or indeed a belt. A belt will fit nicely through there too. It really does grip on. I put this on my pants pocket, and it certainly wasn't going anywhere. Also comes with this piece of paracord, which I'm not really sure what the intent is. It's not quite long enough to wear around the neck. It's probably just more of a, I don't know, just an emergency piece of cordage or something. You can get a more advanced sheath package as well, which comes with a nylon back plate too. The pommel of this knife is, this one is pointed. You can get ones with rounded pommels. This is for sort of some pressure point work if you were to use this as a combat fixed blade type application. The one thing I would say about the sheath, I would prefer if they'd sort of emphasised the push-off point a little bit more. It's fine, but when you're sort of in a bit of a hurry, you can sort of rub against it. It's actually a bit tricky. You need to kind of push right against near the knife and really pop it off. The sheath retains really well. There's two plastic points in here which grab the handle and the blade portion of the knife. Done very well. The blade material is 1095, very much proven. Rowan's known to have a fantastic heat treat. Esee says this knife is for life. If I break this by any means, misuse or not, they'll send me another one. So you pay a bit more, but I guess you're paying to have this knife for the rest of your life. So I paid $122 from an American seller for this knife, and it came really quickly. So by all means, fellas, don't have any fear about using the US sellers on eBay, because I've not had any bad experiences. I've had better experiences with them than Australian sellers, quite frankly. And since our knife laws have evened up, there's nothing really to worry about either. So the Esee 3, pretty promising looking blade, perhaps a bit of a competitor to the Falcon F1. It's certainly got that thinness on it. I'll actually go and fetch that knife and we'll do a bit of a comparison. Stand by. Alright, so this is the Falcon F1. So you can tell, a fairly similar size knife. Got a fair bit more weight to it because it is quite a bit thicker. It's probably almost twice as thick. Gets the spine going. Much more of a sort of survival knife, whereas this is sort of more of a camp knife. Both very tough, I feel. The role of these sorts of knives, I think, is to have this one on your hip and have either your big knife either also on your hip or perhaps in a bag or something like that. So, yeah. So the Esee 3, very comparable to the Falcon F1, and perhaps I'll give this one a rest for a while and use this for my more everyday fixed blade type purposes when I'm just working in my yard or something like that. So a bit of a comparison there. I'll put all the specs in the description, I won't go over them, and also I couldn't really be bothered looking them up. I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out there straight away. So thanks for watching, dudes. I'll see you in the next video.